morning. Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode 72 and we are here in Southwest Florida. This is the Gulf of Mexico behind me and we are here before sunrise today because here in this part of the world we recognize daylight savings time. So it's an hour earlier for us, which made it really difficult to wake up this morning. Good morning. Hi. We have a bird that's very curious this morning. Good morning, Marianne. Thanks for joining. We have a seagull here that sometimes we call Curious George because he comes by often. He's very curious about what I'm doing. I know, he's probably looking for food, but I like to pretend like he likes to say hi. Good morning, Anne. Thanks for joining. If you're joining me live, good morning, Connie. Thanks for joining. If you're joining me live, please tell me who you are, where you're from, and what you're crafting with today. And if you end up watching in the recorded version, please introduce yourself there as well and tell me what you're working on. I try to answer all comments in the recording and the live as well. I am working on a crochet on fabric project today. Good morning, Elisa. Oh, at home sick with Yvonne. Tell Yvonne I hope she feels better soon. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Hopefully you guys feel better really soon. Let's see, let me grab my project so I can show you what I'm working on. This bird is The bird is circling my blanket. It is so funny. He's coming around again. Good morning, Belinda. Thanks for joining. I know the waves sound amazing. I know I say that all the time, but they really do. See you tomorrow, Lisa. See, here he is again. Good morning. How you doing? This is his second revolution around my blanket now. Connie's asking how the photo shoot went. It went really well. It was funny. Yes, it is a beautiful view, isn't it? Her intention was to secure that thatched roof cabana so that we could do the photo shoot in the shade. And Karen, I'll tell you about YouTube in a second. I have a story to tell about that. I would love to go back to YouTube. She wanted to do the photo shoot in the shade, and once we got everything set up, everything obviously looks better in the sun than in the shade. And she says, but what about squinting? And I said, well, I do a podcast on the beach every day. Let's see if I'm okay with it. And she was surprised that I didn't squint and that I was fine. But I told her, I said, you know, the light in the morning is really kind of soft and doesn't bother my eyes. So we ended up doing the photo shoot in the sun. Did some standing photos with holding my book and a basket of my beauty products. Then I ended up sitting down in the sand and holding them and setting things out in front of me. It took about an hour. We did a couple of different settings, but it went really quickly, and we're friends. I happen to know the photographer, so it was great to catch up with someone that I hadn't seen in, I think we figured it out, it's probably been 3 years since we'd seen each other, so it was fun to catch up with an old friend as well. Don't know when I'll see the photos, don't know when the article's coming out, but hopefully soon, and as soon as I know, I'll be sharing it with you. So now, to go back to Karen's question, if I'm going back to YouTube, I would love to go back to YouTube Live. I talk to support at YouTube every single day for now, what has it been, 12, 13 days? And every day they either ask me the same questions as a previous day or give me advice that makes absolutely no sense based on the things that I've told them that I've already done. It's getting extremely frustrating, disappointing, sad even. Good morning, Rhonda from Las Vegas. I have tried all the troubleshooting I can think of. I'm getting virtually no help from YouTube, and they're not acknowledging that it's a problem on their end. They're asking me to reboot my computer and do things on my computer when it's on my phone, asking if I'm using the wrong app. and I've already sent them screenshots that I'm using the right app. I'm doing everything right. I've talked to my cell phone provider. I've tried different cell phones. I've tried different cell phone providers. I've tried Wi-Fi. I've tried hotspots. I've done everything I can in my power. Jean says it's easier to comment on Facebook for her. Okay, good to know. Unfortunately, a lot of the people that watch on YouTube are not on Facebook, but I don't know. Everything happens for a reason, and I can't, for the life of me, figure out. Nothing's logically making sense about this glitch, and I'm not even getting the acknowledgement from YouTube that there even is a problem. But I can't think of anything that I could change that I haven't already tried. So, we're here on Facebook. As long as we're still enjoying the sunrise, I think and talking to each other and sharing and inspiring each other, I think that's all that matters. And what's great about live on either YouTube or Facebook is that once it goes to the recording, I can share it in both places. So I suppose I'm just going to do the best I can do until I know better. When I know better, I'll do better. And it seems like a lot of people are enjoying the Facebook anyway, so we'll see. Figure it out as we go. Good morning, Lily. Thanks for joining. So I was going to show you what I'm working on. It's the same thing I was working on last week. I think I showed this at the end of last week. I'm working on a project for my new upcoming book, which will be Crochet on Fabric. And I've taken some beautiful sheer organza cotton scarves and joined them together. Hi, Anne. Yes, and you know, I'm still trying to figure it out, so I appreciate your patience, and thanks for joining me here as well. Good morning, Siona from Australia. It's almost 11 p.m. for you. Okay, thanks for joining so late. Good morning, Elizabeth. Thank you for joining. So let's see, let's find the beginning here. So we started with crocheting a mesh edge to the edge of the scarves. Then I joined two scarves together, like motifs, and now I'm working a beautiful flower petal edge around the whole thing. And when it's all said and done, I'll be transforming these two rectangle scarves. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, Cheryl. Thank you for joining. So when it's all said and done, I will have, in the end, transformed two rectangular scarves and some crochet edging into a garment. Very exciting. It's not done yet, but when it is, I will be able to share it with you. Now the real question is my crochet hook in this bag? Ha! Should be. There it is. I can hear it. You know when you can hear it jingling, but you can't see it? Good morning, Leslie. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Siona. It's funny, I've heard mixed reviews about the gold and the purple together. Some people have liked it and some people have not. But that's the beauty of picking your own colors. Hi, Connie. Yes, there's a program on Amazon called Matchbook. And once you've bought the book, Motif Magic, I will show it. In the settings on my end, I have set it up so that when you purchase Motif Magic on Amazon in the print form, if you are a Kindle customer and you go to the ebook on Kindle through their Matchbook program, it's included as a free download. Yes, Karen, I have been shipping all weekend long. Still haven't gotten through all the pre-orders yet, but I am working as hard and fast as I can. Good morning, Lynn from North Carolina. Good morning, Christy. But yes, Karen, I do recall shipping your books this weekend. I do. Thank you. Yeah, so if I had a customer this weekend have issues finding her free PDF, and she contacted Kindle and they were able to fix it for her. But from my end, it is set up as a free accompaniment to somebody who has purchased the print book at Amazon. So when you order, say it again. So if you can order Motif Magic directly from me, and it'll come personalized and autographed and come directly from me. But if you prefer to order it on Amazon through Amazon Prime, you get the print book sent to you, and you also have the option of downloading the Kindle version for free with the purchase. It's all within your account, so I'm not a Kindle customer, so I don't know the user end side, but I've set up the back end side. So if you have trouble doing it through their Matchbook program, just contact their support, because I know they did help someone. Oh, hi, good morning, Donna Curtis. Good morning, Sherry. What else? Oh, and if you just want the Kindle version, it's available for sale at in the Kindle shop as well. If anybody has any other questions about that, please let me know. I think I see the sunrise coming. Let's turn the camera around so you can see everything now. Here's the beach to the south. A couple of walkers, but not many. And here's the beach to the north. You can see my Dolly the Super Wagon. Beach to the north, and you can see the clouds lighting up back here because we have a sunrise on the way. Sherry, the photo shoot went well. I knew the photographer. She's a friend of mine, and we hadn't seen each other in a couple of years, so it was fun to catch up with an old friend. We did a couple different variations, a couple different settings, but they let me hold the book, and they let me hold Motif Magic in one hand like this, and they let me hold the gift basket of my body products in the other hand. And so the whole photo shoot, I got to do product placement. When do you get to do that for a magazine? I mean, that was super, super exciting. Karen, who's on YouTube? Maybe you're answering somebody else. I don't know. I wasn't looking at the comments for a minute. Okay, so how about a quick little demo? And I'm going to show you how to make one of these simple. Phil wants to know what magazine it is. I'm going to wait till the magazine comes out to share all that. Oh, I have something else that I can share though. The first review of Motif Magic came in. Donna Wolf of Nastasia.com and Nastasia YouTube channel did a really, really nice write-up review of Motif Magic this weekend. And she made one of the projects. I'll show you which project she made. She made the Delma cowl, and she made it in a beautiful off-white yarn with crystal buttons, and I can show you the sample too. I have my sample here. There it is. Here's my cowl done in a beautiful periwinkle color. These are, this is the back side. These are flat crochet motifs worked in the round with three-dimensional crochet worked right into the surface. So it's all done in one piece of yarn, and then at the same time, they're joined to the other motifs as you go as well. And it makes the most adorable neck warmer or capelet, or however you end up wearing it. It could just, like, you can wear it outward or close up like this with the short sides towards you, and then if you turn it around and do the long side towards you, it looks more like a capelet over your shoulders. So this would be really super cute over a dress like Nastasia was styling it. It would be beautiful over for a wedding or for prom or something like that. You could coordinate it with the color of the dress. Imagine this in multicolors if each of these was a different color and the buttons were different colors. Or the yarn was all one color and the buttons were different colors. Aren't these great? They're little crystal buttons that I picked up. They make the most adorable flower centers, don't they? So depending on which way you wear the longer points, it changes the way the garment can be worn as well. And because of these holes here, you could easily secure it as well. Or you could join these two motifs together so that it stays a continuous. Like as you're making them, do this join here as well, and then you've got a cowl that doesn't move at all. Super duper cute. So floral and feminine and pretty. Can you imagine this just framing your face in the winter when you need a pop of color? But I really like the idea of wearing it as an evening accessory for prom or weddings. I think it'd be super duper cute there too. Be great for photos because of the texture as well as the buttons. So Donna did hers in white and showed it over a white dress. Super pretty as well. Karen just watched the review. Great. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, so Donna and I have been friends for years, and we've done collaborative projects before. She's done several designs in my yarns, and she's included in the Family of Designers page on my website. I have a page dedicated to all of the people who have designed in my yarns, where I have a bio, a photo, and a link to all their patterns. Very proud and excited about everybody who has used my yarns so far. Yes, Elizabeth, wonderful evening accessory. So easy to wear, and it just not only adds a pop of color, but adds so much dimension and texture. It's really, really pretty. And just like with anything else, it's prettier in person, right? Sherry's done some of her patterns. She makes beautiful stuff. She's done a baby sweater in Be So Tender yarn. She's done a felted bag in Be So Brave yarn. Oh, she's done a beautiful V scarf in Be So Sporty yarn. She's done lots of things in my yarns. I really like working with Donna. She's a sweetheart. And I was very happy to see that she liked my book. Okay, so let's get to the flower petal, because I think this is a nice little edging that you could put on just about anything. Let's see if I get the camera closer. Okay, so we've got our edge, we've got our chain 5 space that we're going to work into. So I'm going to slip stitch into the next chain 5 space, chain 3, okay, double crochet, yarn over your hook, insert your hook in the space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. Now we're going to work a treble crochet, yarn over twice, insert your hook in the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now we're going to do a double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook in the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, chain 3, slip stitch into that same space, and now we'll slip stitch into the next space to get ready for the next petal. So you can see each petal ends up being a slip stitch, a chain 3, a double crochet, a treble crochet, a double crochet, chain 3, and slip stitch, all in each chain 5 space. You see it creates this beautiful, simple texture of flower petals. Oh, you know what, Elizabeth? Facebook mirrors the video. YouTube allows me to show video in the right format, so I'm guessing Motif Magic looks backwards today too. Bummer. Anyway, hopefully those of you who are right-handed can still see, and those of you that are left-handed got a treat today to see the first video shown in a stitch pattern in lefty, so that's great. And I think it's something that you can actually kind of get the gist of either way. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm glad you like it. So simple, and something you can put on the edge of anything. An existing knit or crocheted scarf, the hem cuff of a sweater, the edge of a hat, the edge of a skirt or a top or a shawl. I mean, whatever. You could put it on anything. It's so elegant and simple. And then as well as fabric. I think it's a really fun, simple edging. It's something I like to use a lot. Does anybody have any questions about the edging? Oh, Brenda, my pleasure. I love sharing ideas. We've got more metal detector people today. There must be, oh, Mary got her book Saturday. Yay, thank you. Lily wants to know if I have tops with this edging on it. Probably, but I can't think of anything at the moment. Oh yes, Sherry, there will definitely be YouTube videos about this edging. Up next will be more videos on the projects in Motif Magic. Those will be the videos coming next. And as the Crochet on Fabric book starts coming along, there'll be more videos about that as well. Great, Siona, I'm glad. I love Crochet on Fabric, and I have several videos on my YouTube channel already. So if you're interested in getting started on Crochet on Fabric now, you can search for Crochet on Fabric with my name, and I think I've got 3 or 4 of them already up there. It's a couple different ways to get started, and I think I've covered most of them already. Good morning, Ruth. Thanks for joining. Yes, I'm sure it's tough getting up early today. I know it was tough for me. Not only was it well before sunrise when we woke up this morning, it was also pitch dark all the way to the beach. I had to use my headlights all the way here. The sun's finally coming up now. You can see the sun starting to pop up over the trees and the buildings. Depending on the time of the year, the sunrise is already up when we start Yarn on the Beach, and on other times of the year we get to literally watch the sun come up, which is kind of a treat because I do love watching the contrast that when the sun comes up, we see the shimmer on the white foam of the waves. We see a little bit of a sparkle on the seashells. It really is beautiful watching the contrast. It is. But it's warmer. When it's already up, so there's the plus and minus of it. It's not too bad today though. It's not tank top weather here yet though, that's for sure. Or t-shirt weather. Not in the morning. In the day it is. For those of you who are interested, today I've had 2 different teas already. Needed a little more caffeine this morning. I made peach ginger tea at home this morning with peach ginger green tea this morning, and now I'm drinking jasmine ginger green tea. Morning. Got friendly people here today. Nice. Oh, the waves are so nice. Yeah, the waves do sound amazing, Sherry. I agree. They're just, I don't know, they're hypnotizing me this morning. I love it when they're loud. Oh, Brenda, yes, crocheting on paper is a great idea, yes. I've done a little bit of that with my card making, which I have promised to do videos on and haven't gotten to it yet, but I really have some fun. I have a fun point of view for making cards, and I would love to share some of those ideas with you. And crocheting on cards is absolutely a fun thing to do. Absolutely. If you, well, she said paper, I'm saying cards because I like using the heavier cardstock for doing it, but I'm sure that you could do it on regular paper as well. You just have to be super careful about not tearing it. And because I'm a little bit rough, I feel like it's safer for me to use cardstock. Okay, Connie. Connie and Sherry both love that idea too. Yes, we need to add more hours in the day, right? Anna is asking, she says she likes ginger peach green tea too. Her favorite is cardamom cinnamon green tea. Oh, does that sound good? You know what? I have cardamom and cinnamon at home, and I can make that when I go home today. I will definitely do that. Thank you. Yes. I haven't had cardamom tea in a long time. I haven't even really had chai in a while, not since Christmas. Good morning, Mary. Yes, I talked a little bit about the photo shoot. Jean, she's a... Oh, thanks, Jean and DC Bolt. I'm so glad you're joining me today. Oh, Brenda's gonna Mod Podge first. Yeah, I know. Autocorrect is so bad sometimes, isn't it? She's tried it twice and it's still coming out wrong. Sometimes it gets embarrassing how bad it gets. It's not you, it's the autocorrect. Cardamom is one of my favorite flavors, and I haven't used it in a while, so thank you for the reminder and the inspiration this morning, Anna. I will definitely be making that soon. Licorice tea, yum, I love that. Love licorice flavor, love star anise. That would be a good one. I've been meaning to do that lately too. I made pineapple, what did I make? I made pineapple ginger green tea last night while I was working, and that was absolutely delicious. Oh, Siona sees her mom here. How cute. I love it. So cute. Yeah, I think I'm going to steep some different teas today. That sounds great. I have all the herbs because I had to buy in bulk to make my chai scented granola for Christmas presents this year. And if you're interested in making that, it's good year round. I have that recipe on my website. So good. I've been making a simpler granola for Marlon recently without all the heavy spices in it. He likes just plain cinnamon. But my recent granola that I've been making for him for breakfast has walnuts, oats, flaxseed meal, hemp hearts, chia seeds. What else? It's chock full of all sorts of really highly, densely nutritious ingredients in it. And his is flavored with ginger and cinnamon only. Sherry wants to know how I make my own teas. Teas are just steeping different things, right? So you can steep dried herbs, you can steep fresh herbs, you can steep fresh roots, dried roots, you can steep fresh fruit, you can steep dried fruit. Audrey, sometimes I use loose tea, sometimes I use tea bags and add the other things to it. It just depends on what I have on hand, but I always make some sort of blend at home. Oh, pomegranate green tea, also a good one, definitely. I'm a huge fan of green tea, but I like white tea, black tea, oolong, I like a whole bunch of them. Yeah, you can steep anything, Sherry. When I lived in Israel, we used to just pick mint or pick verbena in the garden and just go steep it in hot water, and that was our tea. And it kind of really opened my mind at the time, because I always thought of tea as something you bought in the store, and then I realized, oh my gosh, you can steep anything and make tea. So really was an eye-opener for me, and my mind was blown, and I've been making tea ever since, which is such a beautiful, empowering feeling to know that you can control even something like that. I absolutely love it, and I've been making homemade tea ever since. I think it would make great gifts too. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I'd like to write a book on making tea, and part of the process would be not only talking about the different ingredients, talking about the health benefits of different ingredients, sharing recipes of different blends, but then also coming up with cute DIY gift presentations to make them beautiful gifts as well. So that's in the brain, but not all the way in the works yet, but something I'd really like to share. Here comes the sun. I'm going to show you it now. Now we've got the sun. Thanks, Sherry. Yeah, who wouldn't like a gift of homemade tea, right? And especially if you have the homemade tea and then all of the gift packaging homemade, I think it'd be gorgeous. Oh, black currant tea is very healing. That's right, Beatrice. That's a good one. She likes that in Newfoundland. Sweet mint and lemon balm. Yes, those are wonderful flavors. Wonderful flavors, Ruth. I love those. So the fact that I'm thinking about writing a book on it, though, I'm trying to convince myself that it justifies buying a food dehydrator. Like I need another kitchen gadget, though. But I kind of do. Yes, Audrey, even just buying plain old green tea bags and adding flavors to it, that's a great way to get started. Yes. Karen is caffeine intolerant. Okay, so making herbal teas would be great for you. And honestly, you can skip, herbal teas, the sky is the limit in herbal teas. You can add, there's so many ingredients that don't have caffeine that blended together make wonderful herbal teas and also have so many medicinal properties and health benefits. I could talk about it all day. And hopefully we'll get to that point. I would really, really like to share a lot more information about what I've studied over the, gosh, how many years have I been doing this now? Well, I lived in Israel from 2000 to 2004, 2001 to 2004. So yeah, I've been making tea for a long time. I've also been pickling for even longer than that. And that was one of the other ideas that I have for a book, is to do pickled veggies, so that you can, and fruits and different things, and different ways to preserve vegetables to make different condiments in your foods and stuff. So that was my other idea. So they're both kind of in the processing, just sort of in the process of fleshing out the idea right now. I've been experimenting with different recipes at home already, but nowhere near ready to do the photos and the layout and do the book part. But I've been making recipes and sharing them with friends. So it's starting. It's not there yet. Thanks, Cheryl. I appreciate your support. She says I should write a book. I think it'd be fun to write a different book. Although I have 3 more knit and crochet books in the works already, so I'm working on books 15, 16, and 17 already. Yay! Having so much fun getting back into books. So proud of this little guy here. Can't believe I got to show it in a photo shoot for a magazine. Pretty excited about that. Ruth remembers chamomile flowers, and she was using them for her daughter when she was a baby, and she's a grown woman now. Yes, you know what? I can't stand store-bought chamomile tea, like the traditional tea bags, but I bought chamomile flowers and I steep my own tea with it, and oh my God, I love it. But I make my own lavender tea. I make my own lavender simple syrup with lavender flowers. I've experimented a little bit with rose buds, but the chamomile flowers is just lovely. Yes, Brenda, everything takes time. I wish there were 48 hours in my day, if only. Or I could really use finding an assistant at this point. It's been really difficult to figure that out, partly because I work from home and partly because, I need somebody who understands or is willing to learn, a crafting business, which is maybe a little bit different than a traditional office job. So need someone with a little bit of creativity and a little bit of hustle, but I could really use some help, and still trying to figure that out. And working 7 days a week in the meantime. Thanks, Ruth. I appreciate your support. Well, I think we're almost out of time here. I have to get back to shipping and getting other stuff done for the day. Marlon is interested in fish for dinner tonight, so I need to get a few more ingredients to make my pineapple salsa. Mary, I buy all my stuff online. I buy from a wholesale supplier right now because I use those items in my body care products and in my experiments for new recipes. But when I figure out where to buy them for consumer, I will definitely share those links with you. And that's something I'll be doing when the book comes out for sure. Tawanda uses sassafras root in tea. Gosh, I love that flavor too. That's really good too. Yes, Sherry, let's wish everybody a wonderful day. But before we do that, let's take another minute here to just get drawn into these waves. Soak in this gorgeous view and the sound of those beautiful waves. I could sit here all day. Maybe one day I will. Thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy Mondays to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise and the sound of the waves and this beautiful scenery. Hope you enjoyed our conversation and chatting. If you enjoy the Yarn on the Beach podcast, please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.